Let's try this. Everybody say can't stop.
Can't stop.
Won't stop.
Won't stop.
Say it again. Can't stop.
Can't stop.
Won't stop.
Won't stop.
One last time. Can't stop.
Can't stop.
Won't stop.
Won't stop.
And that's the message that we are sending today. We are also letting everyone understand to respect my vote. That our vote, we understand, has power. And that's the reason that people are trying to erode that, to make sure that low-income white communities in Appalachia don't have power, to make sure that communities in our urban cores don't have power, to make sure that communities along the Gulf Coast don't have power. But we're saying we can't stop and that we won't stop, and that you will respect my vote.
Can't stop!
Won't stop.
Can't stop!
Won't stop.
Can't stop!
Won't stop.
Can't stop!
Won't stop.
President Trump has stacked this commission with some of the most notorious architects of laws that suppress the vote. They kick eligible Americans off those voter rolls and out of polling places, all to make it harder to vote, and all for partisan gain. I'm proud to stand here on behalf of Common Cause and our nearly 1 million members and supporters with all of our friends here today to say that we are not backing down from our fight to make voting accessible, fair, and secure, and breaking down barriers to participation.
The president created this so-called Commission on Election Integrity. Let's call it what it really is: a commission on election suppression, to deliver his false allegations of voter fraud. So yesterday, the Legal Defense Fund filed a federal lawsuit against the Presidential Advisory Commission on Election Integrity. Our complaint alleges that this commission has one purpose: to manufacture evidence of voter fraud in order to suppress the votes of Black and Latino Americans.
Everybody needs to move into the park. We can follow directions. We got it, sir. We're moving. Give us a few minutes.
Voter suppression is oppression! Voter suppression is oppression!
Back in the park.
Move it on into the park, friends. Just turn around and walk on into the park. Thanks, everybody. Can't stop. Won't stop. Can't stop.
Won't stop!
Can't stop.
Won't stop!
Won't stop. We got this, friends. We got this. We got this. Can't stop.
Won't stop! Won't stop!
Take away your right to vote. They're trying to make it easy. They're trying to just, make
Won't
us
stop!
go out of our way.
Won't stop!
We got this, friends. Let's go. Let's do this. We got
Make
this.
sure that you understand.
Can't stop.
Won't stop!
Can't stop.
Won't stop!
Move it on into the park.
Won't stop.
All right, friends. They're asking us to go all the way to H Street. We got this. All the way to H Street. All the way to the back.
Right here, right here.
Area is closed. Everybody exit up to 80th Street. Everybody up to the street.
We got to keep this peaceful, friends. Can't stop.
Mic check.
Mic check!
Mic check.
Mic check!
We the people.
We the people!
We the people.
We the people!
We the people.
We the people!
Will not be stopped.
Will not be stopped!
Mic check.
Mic check!
Mic check.
Mic check!
We the people.
We the people!
We the people.
We the people!
Stand up.
Stand up!
To you.
To you!
Mr. Trump.
Mr. Trump!
Hold back.
Hold back!
And all your other folks in there.
And all the other folks in there!
We the people.
We the people!
Stand up.
Stand up!
You will not.
You will not!
You will not.
You will not!
Suppress our vote.
Suppress our vote!
Suppress our vote.
Suppress our vote!
You will not.
You will not!
Suppress our vote.
Suppress our vote!
We stand here.
We stand here!
We stand here.
We stand here!
In the spirit of.
In the spirit of!
In the spirit of.
In the spirit of!
All those.
All those
Who have died.
who have died!
Who have died.
Who have died!
Who have died.
Who have died!
For us to vote.
For us to vote!
For us to vote.
For us to vote!
So you will.
So you will!
Respect.
Respect!
My vote.
My vote!
Respect.
Respect!
My vote.
My vote!
Respect.
Respect!
My vote.
My vote!
Fist in the air. Fist in the air. Fist in the air. Let them see. They won't stop us. We will make this country great, with or without them. We are the people. Democracy is ours. All power. All power. All power. All power. All power. To the people. To the people. All power. All power. All power. All power. To the people. 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 Now somebody make some noise.
Just getting started. Jennifer's with the American Civil Liberties Union. Everybody coming back together. Give her a round of applause.
I could talk about a whole lot of things, but what I'm instead going to focus on is that the fact that voter turnout has been the lowest that it's ever been in 2 decades.
Speak on.
It's clear that we do not have a problem with too many people voting. Instead of focusing on fraudulent claims of massive voter fraud, let's focus on what we do know. 500,000 people signed petitions opposing the commission with the resounding message for this commission: respect our vote. And so I just want to show you all the people who have signed these commissions here, and this message that our vote is going to be respected. We are grateful for the help of the People for American Way, League of Women Voters, Demand Progress, Empower Change, Daily Cause, Color Change, and Public Citizen for their help, and for everyone who is here today. Our votes will be respected. The ACLU is standing with you. We are going to keep fighting until everyone has the right to vote and it's respected and protected. Thank you for your time.
What this man thinks he can get away with is not something we can just allow. I don't have a rally speech for you today, because my heart is hurting after what I just witnessed. And I know where it could have gone. And I know that if it wasn't for my brother Mustafa, I probably would have went to jail today, Greg Moore.
We're with you.
For that woman to come out there and these men to come out here and do what they did, that's intimidation. That is suppression. And we will not be moved. We shall overcome this fight and every fight therefore coming behind us. So we're going to say it one more time. Shame! 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 We will not be moved! We will not be moved! Respect our vote! Respect our vote! Thank you, peace and power. What they did this afternoon, this morning, shows that we are under their skin. So we say again, don't mess with our vote. And when we want to save our climate change, health care, good jobs, criminal justice, fairness and equality, we're going to let you know that we're going to vote.
You know, I feel like if our community even understood that there are diabolical forces trying to keep us from those voting polls, that we would make an extra effort to get where it is we're supposed to be. We understand that they make it inconvenient. We understand that they try to slow us down and keep us from getting to the polls. But we have to overcome until, there is a way made. I also want to say that I personally, myself, I come in the name of Jesus Christ. And I want to also say that until that there is a heart change, no amount of legislation is going to do anything. We may get the legislation, but with that, we will also have corruption. So what I'm looking for is also a change of heart. And I just want to thank you. And right now, I also want to say, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Thank you very much.
And so as I come from that grand event where a 10-foot statue of a black woman stands on Broad Street, which is the main street in Richmond, and have to come out here today to fight back against cronies that want to take away my people's right to vote. This is a fight I'm in. This is a fight I'm born for. This is what we do. My forefathers and foremothers laid on the ground to protect this right. This is a fundamental principle of who we are. This is what America should be, is the right to vote. We should not have our tax dollars spent on taking away our voice. We should not have tax dollars spent. It comes out of Red's pocket. It comes out of my pocket. It comes out of Terrence's pocket. And they're trying to take our vote away. They're trying to tell our little sisters and brothers, y'all can't vote. Because it's all politics. Let's be real about this. It's all about moving a political agenda to keep them in power and us outside. Just like they kicked us out in front of the people's house, they kicked us out. They kicked us away because they don't want us to have any influence over this particular system. And we're going to stand out here every single day because this is the American way. This is what America looks like right here. Not about the folks that are in there, because if you go in there, it don't look like America. Just a bunch of rich folks sitting around hobnobbing all day, trying to take our rights away.
MALDEF has been fighting for the rights of Latinos to cast their ballot for decades. And so we're happy to stand with you all today against this supposed Election Integrity Commission. The president spent his campaign and is now spending his presidency demonizing Latinos and demonizing immigrants. He claims that millions of undocumented immigrants voted in the presidential election with zero facts. But if the president is looking for fraud, he needs not look further than his own commission. Putting Mike Pence and Chris Kobach in charge of a commission like this is like putting Putin in charge of an investigation to see if Russia influenced our election.
It's nothing like standing out in the hot sun on a good day, because 70 years ago when Jim Crow laws were in effect and folks had to stand online in the hot sun for hours and count bubbles on bars of soap just to vote, or to count jelly beans in glass jars, they and those that came before them, those that never had the right to vote, deserve us standing forcefully right here, right now, in this moment. That's right, look at the person next to you and say, welcome to the movement.
Welcome to the movement. Not since the civil rights of the 1960s has there been a more urgent and critical moment to protect our democracy and our fundamental rights to participate equally in it. We have a leader in President Trump who is spreading falsehoods about voter fraud simply because he can. He has the biggest platform in the world, and he is using it to slowly degrade faith in government. Now, he's developed a sham commission run by Chris Kobach and Mike Pence, two men who have championed voter suppression efforts that have disproportionately impacted people of color and our youth. These are communities that care deeply about environmental issues and are among the most affected by pollution and climate change. Any threat to participation is not only a crisis for the people experiencing climate change firsthand, but a threat to the entire environmental movement. A strong democracy means a strong, powerful environmental movement that reflects the values, priorities, and leadership of low-income communities and communities of color. Today, I stand here as a representative of the League of Conservation Voters to tell you that we are all in on this fight.
This morning, there were over 150 people just on the street at the Center for American Progress learning about something called automatic voter registration and how that is a policy that can increase turnout not just by young people, but by people of color across the country. There are now 6 states in this country that have automatic voter registration. So I want to, I got to say, I've been on this man's lawn a lot, right? I'm here sweating. Back in January, I was here freezing. In the spring, I was here getting rained on. We have been here protesting and resisting this man and his toxic agenda from day one. But I want Trump to know that this is not just about protesting in a vacuum. We're not protesting in a silo. We are also in the states, on the ground, building power. We are passing policies like automatic voter registration to tear down the structural barriers that people like Chris Kobach are trying to put in our way. So we are not just protesting, we are protesting and we are building power, and we are coming in 2017, we are coming in 2018, and we are going to wrest the reins of power from these toxic people. So let me hear you say it one more time. Respect. Respect. My vote. My vote. Respect. Respect. My vote. My vote. Let's go build power. Thank you so much.
They could have
adopt a set of recommendations for state laws that would encourage everybody to vote, from automatic voter registration to same-day registration to restoring the right of people with felony convictions to vote. They could do a lot of things. Oh yeah, they could do a genuine collaborative effort with state election officials to make sure that the Russians don't hack the 2018 elections. All that would be a good thing for them to do. But what do they do instead? They create a commission that is focused on the one thing that is not a problem. We do not have a problem with people voting fraudulently in this country. It's never been proved. There's no evidence of it. They make it up. It's for an ulterior motive, and at least everybody knows it.
It's hot out here.
It is.
But I'm thinking about my ancestors who sung a song that goes a little something like this. And the one thing we did right was the day we started to fight. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on. Can y'all sing that with me? And the one thing we did right was the day we started to fight. Keep your eyes on the prize. Hold on.
So one last time, everybody say, respect my vote.
Respect my vote.
Respect my vote.
Respect my vote.
Lift your voices one last time. Respect my vote.
Respect my vote.
I'm Mustafa Santiago Ali from the Hip Hop Caucus. And with all the partners, we want to thank you for coming out today as we start this journey moving forward. Thank you so much.